watching a movie. Thinking Pokemon Company trying to unrock kids' brains. Base. You know what else was cute? Pokemon released like a toothbrushing game to like encourage kids to brush their teeth. I think that's cute. I would have loved that as a kid. And I goes, thank you. I wish we could have a Pokemon game where you could choose to join Team Rocket, but because of that, you can't catch wild Pokemon. Would have to steal Pokemon from the trainers you fight. There's some ROMs that are like that. Oh, and thank you. Where are the neckbeards at in the ad? Clothing, wow. I am so fucking happy that we can customize our character. We can customize our characters again. I cannot complain enough about how much I fucking hated this recent trend of like, oh, you can't, sorry, you can't like actually customize your character. You know, like how much you used to be able to customize your character. You can't do that all. You can't do all that anymore. Why are you not immersed? It was just so dumb. It was such a pointless change to go back to. And I thank you. Pokemon should invest in making biological horrors beyond our comprehension. Just a little ecological disaster as a treat. This guy looks cool. My timeline? My timeline is just a bunch of horny people talking about how they want to see dojins of him and shit. People are obsessed with this guy. He's cool, but he's no chorus. Cute Emma. Pippa chorus is not the W there. Excuse me? Excuse me? Mega Dragonite looks stupid. Ah, Noibat! I do like Noibat. Can we get a... I don't like Mega Dragonite. He looks too goofy to me. I don't think it's like the worst design. But like, this is not for me. But I was never a big Dragonite fan anyways, so why not go thinking? My favorite Pokemon types are Ghost and Psychic. What are yours? My favorite are probably Electric and Normal.
Yay. We'd like to introduce this game's new story, which takes place in a city striving to be somewhere that belongs to both people and Pokémon. After you arrive in Lumiose City, either Urbane or Tawny will invite you to join Team MZ.
MZ.
Team MZ's objective is to protect the city of Lumiose. Let's get to know Team MZ a little better.
You're telling me I have to pick the boy trainer if I want the cuter rival?
There's Naveen, a fashion designer in the making. And there's Lita, who aspires to become a professional dancer. As part of Team MZ, you'll spend your days in Lumiose City with this crew.
I might get hate for this, but I think these designs... Like, the only complaint I have about them is that they all look like exactly the same. Like, in terms of like the body type and everything, like they're all like standard like teenager. But I do think aside from that, they are more easy on the eyes than the original X and Y rivals. I did not like the original X and Y rivals. Maybe I can find like a little video of them. Pokemon XY. Or like the friend group. The friend group. Like these designs, I wasn't really... Like, Shauna's pretty cute. And then there was... Whichever character you don't pick becomes your rival. I don't know, I think I like this group of friends better.
Team MZ.
I think this is like a more... I don't know. I didn't like how dopey X and Y was. Does that make sense? I feel like in a lot of the Pokemon games, it's like the adventure's a little bit more serious. You know? Like the stakes keep getting upped, and a lot of the characters were just more serious, I guess. And then you go to X and Y, and it's like, oh, everything's just a big joke. They all look like the same body type. Yeah, it does suck that they're all the exact same body type. But I don't know, X and Y was just like a little bit, like, maybe it's the age that I was at, because I haven't played X and Y since it came out. But like, when I was younger, I was like, this is like so cool that it's the first 3D Pokemon game, but also this is like I know Pokemon is for kids, but like, this is like more for kids than usual. Wasn't the theme life and death? I guess? But that's not like how the game felt thematically, if you know what I'm saying. X and Y had them talking about the Pokemon War and a bunch of people dying. Yeah, but it was all like off-screen stuff. In terms of what's actually happening on screen in X and Y, like nothing's happening, and there's like some silly detective stuff with Looker, and there's like some fashion show stuff, and there's like nothing really happens. Everything that does happen is just silly. You can talk about bad stuff happening, but if like it's not really presented in the story with any weight, then I'm not gonna really feel invested. I crave blood. I don't crave blood, but I don't know, like in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, it's like a dude basically goes to hell. Cynthia is like a ever-looming, mystical, pseudo-rival, pseudo-mentor, but she's also like the champion. She's dressed in all black, and she's got like one of the sickest fucking Pokemon as her ace. And you have all these like just like all this insane shit happening, like the factory gets taken over and the little girl's like, "Where's my dad?" And then another little girl potentially gets kidnapped by a Drifloon. I don't know. Cynthia is also menacing. She is. There's no tension. Exactly, Murphy. Exactly. There was no tension in X and Y. I still liked it. I liked X and Y more than I liked Black and White back in the day. Now I like Black and White more. I didn't have the taste to appreciate Black and White back at the time. But like in X and Y, I was like, this is like the most Disney-ified version of Pokemon to ever exist.
Z.
I think this would have been more my taste.
Team MZ's objective is to protect the city of Lumiose.
A little bit more serious of character designs.
A little better. There's Naveen, a fashion designer in the making. And there's Lita, who aspires to become a professional dancer. As part of Team MZ, you'll spend your days in Lumiose City with this crew.
I don't know if it'll actually be serious and tone, but Pokemon, I think we need more games where I can play as bad guys. Not gonna lie. You know, I say that, and then every time I'm playing a game where I have the choice, like when I'm on stream, I'm like, okay, I'll pick the bad option because it's better content. But when I'm like playing a game on my own and I'm like emotionally invested in it, it's like, I can't pick the bad option. It'll hurt the friends that I made. Very executed about this, yippee! Ah! You play it, you let me know if it's good, Mari. Big Bad Beer, thank you. Pokemon stories are flawless, Pippa. My best one is where all the energy will end in 1,000 years, so he needs to figure it out today, not tomorrow. And there it goes, thank you. I think Pokemon has gone way off the rails. Take me back to Pokemon Red and Blue. Take me back to a simple goal, not saving the world. I like saving the world. I think saving the world is a fun adventure to go on and explains why you're meeting gods. Yeah, I'll be the test subject. Thank you. Thank you. I'm kind of worried that this game is going to almost exclusively take place in Lumio City.
During the day, you can explore the city and find lots of Pokemon to add to your party.
If this game exclusively takes place in the city, it better have some good fucking content.
By night, you can compete in the Z-A Royale with the Pokemon you've raised, aiming to climb the ranks. As you advance in the Z-A Royale, battles against powerful trainers await.
He is pretty handsome.
One of those trainers, Corbeau,
it will be the only city, so you might not like it. You know what? That might be better. Background noise thinking. Neo France looks pretty cool. That might be better. Because I remember one of my big complaints about Sword and Shield was that they gave us all these areas to explore, and it was the quote-unquote like first open world Pokemon game. But the areas felt smaller than they did in like 2D. So it's like, I don't know. And then in Pokemon Legend of Arceus, a lot of the areas felt just kind of empty. I don't hate Legend of Arceus, but I feel like environmental design has never been Game Freak's strong suit in terms of like actual playability. They're really good at making visually interesting areas, but they're bad at making them play well. That's what I'm saying. Hell yeah, Mari. The illusion of open world game. The 2D games were better. I think the 2D games were better because Game Freak was able to make like really nice looking areas. And it didn't matter that you weren't able to do a lot in them. Because that was never like... There was never an expectation that you would be able to. Like when you play an RPG and you're even able to walk into a building, you're like, oh wow, I can walk into the building, nice. But in like a 3D environment, when you see all of those like closed doors and you can't go into them, and then when you can go into them, there's nothing in them, and like the mushroom area was like my biggest complaint. The mushroom area in Sword and Shield was like the coolest area, and you'll have no reason to ever go back there. Game Freak's strong suit is in making me super sad, I think. They make me pretty fucking sad. They make me angry, because I know that they can do good. I know Game Freak can make great games. And they always have so much potential in every single one of their games that they release. And I don't know what it is. I'm not on the inside. I don't know if, like, the fucking Pokemon company is breathing down their neck with a gun saying, release it. It doesn't matter if it's unfinished. Just release it. I don't know if it's laziness. I don't know if it's they're literally just not paid enough. I don't know, like, what is going on in the company, but there's always, like, a glimmer of a really good game inside every Pokemon release, and then it just falls, for me, like, 75% short.
An organization operating in Lumio City. It seems like he has some kind of business with the members of Team MZ.
He's seething. Enjoy city life in style.
Lumio City offers plenty of ways to have fun aside from Pokemon battling, too. Trainers can change their hairstyle, looks,
Whoa!
And outfit to appear however they would like as they stroll around the city.
You can change the color of stuff? That's so cool!
If you've teamed up with a furfrou,
the trading economy is about to be in shambles. Dad, if you don't know, there's an entire economy around the different cuts of frou-frou. Because it's like basically impossible to get the different frou-frou styles unless you play Pokemon Go. But the problem with Pokemon Go is a lot of the cuts are locked behind geographical restrictions, such as the Pharaoh trim for frou-frou. You can only get, basically, if you're in the Middle East. So, you have to be in Egypt and the Middle East. Those are your only options.
a Pokemon with distinctive long fur. You can even have it trimmed into fashionable styles. You can also
kind of like the villain. Yeah,
but
but people actually care about Furfrou because it's not just like basic PNGs.
Interesting spots, or relax and hang out with your Pokemon.
That's a good feature. This is also a good feature. You know what? This is kind of giving me hope. I didn't watch the whole thing.
If you like.
I don't think this is gonna be good. I think this is a lie from the trailer. Maybe I'm being too cynical. I just gave them props for being able to like put out a bunch of your Pokemon, but I feel like this is going to be, oh, there's like 3 seats that you can sit in the entirety of the game, and on some of them you can send out your Pokemon to sit with you. And maybe it'll be for like a cutscene or something, but you can't actually like you can't just like naturally interact with the environment. Grandma the Fell Dragon, thank you. Anyone remember Game Freak's new game that's not Pokemon? Nope. 8 more people to broaden your adventure.
All kinds of encounters
She's so
await you
cute.
in Lumiose City.
Emma!
Emma, the best detective in Lumiose, will ask you to help with her detective work.
I'm gonna send out my Esper in front of Emma and see if she kicks it.
You can find people around the city who need a hand and solve their problems. Mabel is the acting director.
This could be Peak. Not her. A little side mission thing? This could be Peak. I hope it's not just go interact with thing A and then go interact with thing B.
Around the city who need a hand and solve their problems.
I hope we actually get to see like
of the
Pokemon interacting cutely.
By catching Pokemon, you can aid her research. In return, you can receive useful items for your adventures in this game.
That's pretty neat.
Something strange has been occurring in Lumiose City recently. Some wild Pokemon have been mega evolving on their own and going rogue. These so-called rogue mega evolved Pokemon can't contain their own strength and are the very definition of dangerous.
You can send out multiple Pokemon. Oh wait, no,
you'll need to fight Mega Evolution with Mega Evolution.
Give me beer, thank you. Remember those benches had those homeless rails? That means even in the Pokemon world, homelessness is rampant enough to justify them. The guy that runs the hotel is homeless. Or he was homeless. In X and Y, he was homeless. That must be why he opened up the hotel.
Mega evolved Pokemon, Mega Dragonite, has distinctive
I don't like the way this thing looks.
Features, like wings on its head and a pearl on its tail.
This looks dorky
While
to me.
tackling rogue Mega evolved Pokemon, you'll want an ally from Team MZ at your side, plus strong bonds with your Pokemon. This city holds many stories. Different wishes intertwine, seeking for people and Pokemon to coexist.
There he is, the homeless man.
Pokemon Legends Z-A, coming Thursday, October 16, 2025.
Oh, wait, I'll be able to have it on Switch. Maybe I will buy this slop. Nuclear Helper, thank you. Every mainline Switch Pokemon feels like a beta iteration for the same Pokemon game, so maybe eventually we'll get a completed one. That is what it always feels like. Thank you. Kristen Braden, thank you. Where Gundramon at? I don't think he's in this. Ooh, it's already 9 o'clock. Jesus Christ. Which version is gonna be bad? Fair warning. I'll wait and see to see how it turns out. The real deciding factor will be if my boy Totodile gets a kick-ass Mega Evolution, or if he looks like a fucking dweeb. I'm gonna be blunt, I saw a leak, quote-unquote, where he looks like Hydreigon, and if he looks like Hydreigon, I don't want it. Winner goes and go homeless. These people have high-tier house hackers. These people are high-tier house hackers. Which version is probably gonna run as bad as Scarlet and Violet? Ugh. Why would Totodile get a Mega? Because he's one of the starters. Why would they not give him a Mega Evolution? Why would they bring back the old starters from like other games and put him in this? Or for Alligator, yeah, for Alligator. You guys know what I meant. Because it would be funny. That would suck. Epic, my beloved. What's wrong with Hydreigon? Or not Hydreigon. Druddigon! Not Hydreigon. The leak looked like Druddigon. The dragon with the red head and the blue body. Give all old gen starters a Mega Form. Yes! Give me a Mega Form, not for Decidueye though. I want a Mega Evolution for Rowlet. Fuck Decidueye. Give me Mega Rowlet and just make him bigger. Change nothing. Just make him bigger. Yes, peak. It would be peak. It would be so fucking peak. Gigantamax Rowlet, yeah. Extra Mega. Pippa, that makes no sense. It makes perfect sense. You just don't understand. You know what? Make Mega Decidueye, but make him round like Rowlet again.